ladies and gentlemen. George here. Thought I wouldn't give you a video on Saturday, eh? Oh, I nearly didn't. I had a very long day. Had a great breakfast. Talked to my sister as well. Had a little chat. Had a nice full day. Did some yard work, some housework. And now it's finally 5:41 in the evening. And I'm sitting down to relax to a good game of Squad Leader. I'm playing solo. It's Saturday night. A fellow around that's a bachelor, I suppose. Anywho, I'm continuing along the line of the YarnHub epic battles. This is the second one that kind of interests me, and it's about the German advance. That's the First Panzer Army. It could have been any particular army from the German OB Army Group North, I suppose. And they're advancing. The Germans are advancing along the road towards Leningrad. It takes place on 20th of August 1941, and they come across an excellent tank commander by the name of Lieutenant Kobolov. Where did I put down his name? There he is, Kobolov. In any case, even if my poor memory doesn't serve me well, there's apparently in Russia a war memorial for this fellow. So Novy Yuchkov is the place in Russia, Leningradska Oblast. Leningradskaya Oblast. Wow. And that's a T-34, but apparently, looks like a T-34, but apparently he was fighting out of a KV-1. The memorial is dedicated to Soviet tank ace Zinoviy Kolobanov, got his name wrong, who was dug in there with this KV-1 tank on 20th of August 1941. He disabled a total of 43 German tanks during an ambush at that spot. So hence the name Tank Alley. There you go. So we'll minimize this here. Back to the ambush. So basically, there were a total of 43 German tanks destroyed that day. It makes you wonder, if you had a Tiger 88, what would have happened? Anyway, but I only put 8 plus 2 AT guns and an infantry commander following up. These guys are reconnaissance. Now I've put them in an echelon, but that's because I don't have any room to put them in line. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all in a row. Use your imagination. Here we have the 5 KV-1s. The ones that are marked that no move are actually cannot be seen by the Germans, and they cannot move until Kobolov, that's in tank 864, destroys 4 German armored fighting vehicles. Then they can roar up their engines, come to life, and start wrecking everything. And the objective is for the Germans to exit as many people as they can here. I put the victory conditions aside with most CVP wins, and we're going to reenact the story, including the scouts that will come on the board, not get fired on, and come off the board. Love this Tim Hortons brew at home orange cocoa tea. Have some Greek chocolate here as well that I bought from the supermarket, and it's sweetened with stevia. So since I'm diabetic, it's good for me. Don't talk with your mouth full, George. Anyway, so that's what we envision here. Now, the other thing about this tank was that it was more than hull down. Only its turret was was visible, and that in itself as well um, was camouflaged, almost like a turret. So we're gonna put it hull down. Let's see, vehicle hull down. There it is, on all sides like that. Anywho, button up +1, close stop +2. I don't know what that means. Well, all I'm saying is that the Germans um, will need to um, get a turret hit to hit it at all, and it will act like an AT gun. So it will. That's the only tank that will be concealed, and it will lose its concealment only on a dice roll of 5 or 6 in the color die. So just a couple of special rules. So here come the scouts, motorcycles. I've played them often enough with these U scenarios, U as in United States, or as I like to call it, Southern Canada. Road for motorcycle. NAR. Oh, ha. All right. This is only for figurative and reenactment purposes. Let's start the scenario. Roll for wind change. The Russian sniper is a 2 because we've got infantry. The Germans don't have a sniper because they're more or less an armored column. So here we're going to start a half and 1, 2 to change covered arc, 2.5, 3.5, 4, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7. You have to follow the road. 7.5, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, and away he goes. All right. Here, uh, imagine he was the second in line. All right. Let's go. Oh, okay. Second in line. So a half, 1, 1.5, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5. He's out. Okay. So a half, 1, and 1, 1.5. There we go. 1.5, 2, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9.5, 10, 10.5. Out he goes. So the scouts made it out alive, just like in the real story. All right, these guys are going to start moving in a platoon movement. All right. So 1 to there. 2, 4, 5. Oops, 5. And all the wheat fields are marsh. In addition, you can pretend that all the roads, all the open ground around the roads is marsh. And if the um, Germans want to go off road, they'll have to roll for a log check. No off road movement for the Germans. Now, I forgot for the life of me how many turns I went. There was. Let's now no, start again, George. Um, we started here. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say we're at 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 'This guy has to turn his covered arc. For 14. Whoops. 13. Hey there. And they're staying in motion. In motion, motion. There it is. Let's see if we can fare better with terms of counting. For the other group. 1. And they're facing all in the same direction. 2. 4. 5. 6. And they stay in motion. From here. These balls are going to go 1, actually a half. No, 1.5. 1.5 to there. And 3 to there. Let's follow these guys behind. Oops. Maybe we should have put the half track in there. Anywho, that's player turn number 1. We can count them as German CVP. Let's try to advance the wheel and put the German there. This is pretty strange the way it. Oh, it's a sub menu type of thing. Hmm. All right. Now let's roll for weather. It's Russian turn 1. Okay. Now what do we do? Prep. We're not gonna fire. either defensive, no advancing, no phase, none. Painful. Post combat, nothing. Let's go to the next phase. Turn to Germans. Roll for weather, nothing. Let's go straight to movement. Starting with this platoon. One. Take off the motion counters. You gotta turn this way first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 13. They stay in motion. Granted, they don't have any rate. See, do they have intensifier? Oh. Right, this fellow starts. They're all in motion, so they go 1, 3, 4, 5, after there. See how ASL kind of is good at portraying a slowdown when it comes to turning a vehicle. 5 to there, and then 7, 8, and 10. And these guys will stay in motion as well. Yeah, they come on board unconcealed as well, because it's an ambush. Right? And an SSR. They come on board unconcealed. This guy's can see them, therefore they're unconcealed. Plus, you manage to ambush them in real life, so he gets the same benefits as a tank, as a gun. All right, so 1.5 to there. 1.5. 5.5. 7. 8.5. 'They stay in motion. Okay. As the armor leader, so here is Kobolov. 9 minus 2. And now we'll call defensive fire phase. And he'll target the first tank, and then he has an intensive fire shot. He'll try and fire there. That's if he succeeds with this one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hexes away. At 7 hex range, the Russians unfortunately need an 8. Oh, it's 8 vehicular target type, plus 2 for motion, minus 2 for the leader, and plus 1 because I'm buttoned up. And what kind of ammunition? And yeah, vehicular target type. And what kind of ammunition are we going to throw at him? (1941), and as of 1942 only, I have APCR of 4. So, what can I do? It's 1941. The regular AP ammo, that is a 7 to hit. And a Russian 76L, it is side armor, so it would be all right. So here, see, 76L is 13. And we hit the side armor. It was a turret hit. Turret. Not the hull. But it's a side armor just the same. So it's a 3. 26L, 13. 10 or less. We got him. We got him. Now they don't have to use platoon movement anymore. But they still cannot go off board, because for every hex they go off, it's considered marshy, like this. All right, so let's see. This fellow got it. It's like in the real deal. Crew survival 6. It's a crew. And we keep our concealment. Message will be no longer in motion. Not a burning wreck. This dude is on the bottom under hazardous movement. The question is, do we want to fire our machine guns at him? Yeah, at six down one. 26. Done. One down, three to go, and then the other tanks can spark up. So his ACK made an ACK for 864 is there. We want to intensify and hit one of those guys here, just after the bridge. All right, what the heck not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hex range. We have a base 8 to hit. Yep. 8. Particular target type. +2 for intensifier. It's going to be risky. +2 for motion. +1 for buttoned up. And -2 for my leader. So there is a net 3, 5 to hit. Hit, but my ACK now goes from here to there, and he intensified. He didn't roll a 5 or a 6 on the colored die, so he's still concealed. Okay. Advancing fire, there isn't anything. Out phase, nothing. Advance phase, nothing. Can remove all the moves. Post combat, nothing. And we can turn it to Soviet player number 2 and roll for weather. Do we have any repairs? We should have removed all prep and def. Here comes the second turn out. And he's going to target his acquired target. 8, vehicular target type. +1 buttoned up. -1 acquisition. He has small target, no. And +2 for motion target. That'll make it a 6 to hit. Just appeared. Says, hello, peekaboo. You rolled an 8. Still hold down though. And his ACK becomes a -2. Flip. Intensifier. Oh, why the heck not? Let's try it. 8. Hey, wait a second. I forgot my leadership DRM. 8 +1 -1 +2. I rolled exactly what I needed. Darn. I forgot my leadership DRM. I rolled exactly what I needed. All right, what kind of target is this guy? He's a 50L. I hit the hull, so his armor's still a 3 on the side. All right, so 10 or less to kill. Brent? I rolled snakes. That's a burning wreck. Wreck and burn. How are the trucks going to get around now? And he prep fired. Fine fire there. He's going to words as to what to do now. Let's see. Let's turn our turret covered arc. At least they can acquire them now. Let's turn our turret covered arc clockwise for one. They're still in motion. Will make it difficult for them to hit. And he has line of sight. He has one hindrance in his way. So he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hexes away. Using the black to hit numbers, AFV, check this out. It is a 9 vehicular target type. Plus, this is a fast turret, +1 covered arc change. +2 for being a motion fire. And I think it's double the lower die. And in motion, while you're in motion, you can't get an arc. And +1 for buttoned up. And then -1 for being a large target. But he still needs a turret hit. -1 for large target. So let's do the math here. 9 plus 3 plus 4. -1 is +3, so it's 6 to hit. We hit 6. Wait a second. Before we do that, show info. We only have APCR starting in 1942. Oh well. All right, so let's try and get him. A hit. It's a turret hit. And he has rate. Good. What is a 50L going to do? It's 13. His armor is 11. He needs snakes. Oh. He defensive fired. I think touches the woods. Let's not risk it. And I think this guy might not. Okay. But a 37L? What are you going to do? 37L. Let's change the turret cover arc in any case. Like that. And like that. That's 2 changes. And let's see if he has line of sight. We'll roll it if he doesn't. He does. All right. So that's +4 for the covered arc change. And it's 8 or 9 vehicular target type. +4 covered arc change. And +2 for motion. +1 for buttoned up. -1 for large target. So 5, 6, 5. 5, 6, down to 5. So a 4 to hit. Or double the lower die as well. Now, that's not a hit. That's not a hit at all. So I think I'm going to stop wasting my time here. Hold on. Go to let's go to advancing fire. I have none. Route phase, pick off all the prep and all the death fire. All the death fire. There you go. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Advance. None. Route none. Advance. None. Let's combat. None. All right. Let's go to German. Turn 3. Let's roll for weather. There. No weather. No repairs. Remember, these tanks cannot be activated until this dude scores 2 more hits. Once half of the German OB is done, then these guys appear out of the woods and can start doing some damage. So with that said, no prep fire either. I'm not going to stay in motion forever. And let's start moving. I don't have to use platoon movement anymore. Movement. Auxiliary motion, you'll go 2 to here, 3, 3. Let's have that with a little dice. See, people use a counter on Vassal to do that. 3. Look at case J. We plus 3 to the dice roll. But is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes away. I'm taking a shot. Okay, so now 10, vehicular target type. Plus 3 for motion. Actually, plus 2 for motion because he's been in my line of sight forever. And minus 2 for the leader, armor leader. And plus 1 because I'm buttoned up. So that's a 9 to hit. 2 hit. 8 hit. And it's hit on the hull. Hull is weaker on the side. Oh no, yeah, it's just a 3. Okay, all right. A hull hit 3. All right. I think I need 10 or less to kill. He's a like a boomer. Wreck and the first fired main armament. And his AC is a -1. Right in this hex. No more motion counter. Delete. Okay. He's already in motion. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to turn his turret covered arc. 4, 5 to there. Okay. Dual intensifier. All right, 10. Got our target type. Plus 1 buttoned up. Plus 2 for intensifier. Plus 2 for motion. Minus 2 for. What do we got there? We got a 7 to hit. 2 hit. 7, exactly what I needed. On the turret. On the turret. So his turret is facing me. So it's a 6. So 6 and ordinary 13. So we need 7 or less. No. -2 whack. Whip. And there's 5 to there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Shenanigans happen here and there. And he's just going to fix his turret covered arc. I'll leave his turret covered arc there. He's still in motion. This fellow is gonna begin moving as well. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, stays in motion. So we could say that the victory conditions are the side with the most CVP wins, but if the German, for each AFV the German gets off the board, that would diminish the Russian CVP. That sounds about right. And this guy, unfortunately, he fired. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and stays in motion. Here's the difficult part now. Don't have to use platoon movement anymore. Fine. So here it'll be 1 for the wreck, 1 for the blaze, 1 for the road. Let's say it's 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 to there, stays in motion. Got a motion counter. Here, he'll go 1, 1, 1 for the road, the wreck, and 3 makes it a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13. Has to stop there. In motion. These guys are going to dismount. So they're going to stop. and stop for 1 and use half of their movement points to dismount. And they're going to turn their very covered arc in this direction. And same thing for these boys. Oops. And these folks are going to turn around and just go here and stay in motion. They're marked under hazardous movement. Pretend that I did that. He's already first fired and can't fire anywhere else. So let's go to defensive fire. There won't be any advancing fire. There won't be any. Routes. Clean up the moves. All the prep. Defensive fire. That's it. There isn't any routes. Advanced phase. Close combat. Done. And let's go to German turn 3. Roll for weather. Nothing. Nobody wants to claim wall advantage. Let's go to prep. Still fire at that acquisition place there. It's a small target, so we got to keep that in mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes away. So we got 10 vehicular target type. Plus 1 because it's a small target. And plus 2 because he's in motion. Plus 2 because of the AC. Plus 1 because he's buttoned up. And minus 2 because of the leader DRM. I think I got everything there. So the total positive DRMs are 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the total negative DRMs are 4. So it's a 10 to hit. What's going on with the turret here? Nothing. Oh, yes, it is. It's a next armor factor up on the side. Instead of a 2, it was a 3. 3, 10 or less to kill. 1 less than he needed. So it's eliminated. But he does get crew survival. So info 4. Oh, he's wrecked. This 4 wrecks. Now the other boys can activate. Will he intensify? I'm not sure he wants to. Let's intensifier here. So intensifier would be 10 vehicular target type. Whoa, 10 vehicular target type. Plus 1 buttoned up. Plus 2 intensifier. Minus 2 leader. And plus 2 motion. See a small target? Nope. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 to hit. Hit. And Armor factor of uh, turret side would be 4. Was 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 11. Okay, 4. So 9 or less to kill. Survival. I don't know what the survival is. Oh, there. I see. Somehow. I'm unused. Range. Anyway, let's wreck this guy. And yak becomes a -1. Whoop. This fellow will activate and loses concealment and will fire next door. So it'll be a 10 to hit. 9 because he's buttoned up. Hit with a turret hit. That guy's armor is lower than a 6. So lower than a 6 is actually a 4. 76L is normally a 13, but that range it's 14, so 10 or less. Exactly what he needed. And it was a third hit. So it's a possible shock. At this point in time, he is not no longer in motion. There you go. And he prep fired. He has line of sight to there, from here to there. I think it touches the wood, so he's under no move in any case. There you go. And we kept him concealed as well. Oh well, Russian tanks are not subject to immobilization. So let's put a little bit of a vice on him. Voluntarily lose concealment. A mechanical reliability. Good. That's for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to stop. Here. Starts for 1. Does he start for 1? Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is in motion. Solo intensified. The heck is that? Oh, hold on. This fellow is just gonna stay concealed like that. So let's go to defensive fire. The fire, he'll take a shot there. Let's see. Does he have any special ammo? APCR to kill. All right. 40 double L. In the story, eventually they did have to abandon the tank. Let's see if we have line of sight. Do range of 8. Doesn't touch the woods. A range of 8. 40 double L. There's a 9 to hit. -1 because he's a large target. And we're using APCR. He has APCR. All right. Hit. Hit. No rate. And a 40 double L with APCR. 14 -11 is a 3 to kill. And he gets an hack there. So Kobolov here's bing a ding acquisition. Hi. We'll do one more hit to hit roll and call it a Soviet victory. I think. If you disagree, let me know. I think we reenacted that ambush spectacularly well. Okay, now let's do another one. It's the same drill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hexes away to hit. Oh, this time it's just on the money, right? 9 +1 because he's a large target makes it a 10. So let's see, to kill. Ladies and gentlemen, look at how well we reenacted this actual story. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 with one burning wreck. So trying to eliminate the one KV1. Imagine having to eliminate 5. How much of a hassle it is. If these guys have to stay on the road or suffer immobilization, it'll be hard to get past this guy. Total annihilation. So I can see how Lieutenant Kobolov destroyed 43 KV Panzer IVs and 3s all in the course of one day, and how this road in Russia became to be known as Tank Alley. Heroism of both sides, I suppose. This is an hour video. Ordinarily, I have about 45 minutes of fun, but I was fascinated with how the movement, the motion, all worked out, and how well this ambush was reenacted using advanced squad leader game system. Really, so what can I say? It's really fun. With that said, guys, YouTube keeps reminding me that I have 1,000 subscribers. Never in my wildest imagination did I think that this channel would reach that high. It's a really niche hobby, but it is the most often played war game out there. Probably because it's easy to learn. You have the right mentors. It's like here we have a rock band from the 70s, Bachman Turner Overdrive. And they talk about taking care of business and get yourself a second-hand guitar. Chances are you'll go far if you hang around the right kind of fellows. That's how it works. Keep that in mind, and I'll see you again next Saturday. Take care.